Erin.
Hello.
I am disgusted.
Me too. But what are you disgusted about? I'm just always disgusted.
Every time I go to the bathroom at work. I just noticed this in the mall the other day too. People don't flush.
Ew.
Have you ever had that problem in the girls' restroom?
I mean, not really. Sometimes. Every once in a while. So, yeah, sometimes. But I mean, is it like a constant?
Yeah, at work, yes.
Maybe you just work with a bunch of yuckos.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like... Okay. Urine, not that big of a deal. I mean, it is, but it could be worse. And it is worse sometimes. But...
People just taking, like, giant dookies and just, like, leaving it
with toilet paper sometimes laid over it.
What? They took the time to lay toilet paper.
Well, I mean, like, I'll be blessed enough to
flush
like
the damn toilet.
I'll be blessed enough to like see the toilet paper just like thrown in there instead of seeing the actual feces.
Feces.
But
just say poopy without seeing the poopy.
But it makes me think. What are these people like at home?
Oh God. Well, okay. I think the two ways. They're pigs at home, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not flushing at work, they're not flushing at home. They're pigs. Or they're super, super clean at home, and they feel like they can come to work and just trash the place because it's not their home. It's not their bathroom.
They need to get a life.
They do. They need to
get
a grip.
A life that concerns flushing toilets. And every time that I go to the bathroom at work, and there's stuff already in the toilet, I find myself like grabbing a wad of toilet paper, crinkling it up, lifting up the toilet seat, or whatever, with the toilet paper, and then flushing the toilet with the same toilet paper wad.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus, like... I don't know, like, put up a sign.
Flush the toilet.
How old are you?
Exactly.
Are you 4?
This is an elementary school.
This is some, like 4-year-old shit. Flush your toilet.
You nasty individuals.
Nobody should be subjected to seeing what you had for your last meal.
You'd be surprised.
Ugh. No, like, I mean... I don't think women do that, and if they do, I always assume, like, oh, the toilet malfunctioned and something didn't work right. I don't know, but girls can be gross in a different way, though.
How so?
Like, well, I mean...
Throwing tampons in the toilet?
Yeah, like, leaving, like, tampons or, like leaving, like, feminine hygiene products, like, on the floor, which I've only ran into, like, once or twice, but, like, if I did that... And I was, like, consciously, like, aware that I was doing that, I would feel so guilty and just gross, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She's messing around down there. I would feel so just wrong. Like, I would call the cops on myself. I'd be like, please take me away. I deserve to be locked up.
Yeah,
That's how I feel about those people.
I'm thoroughly disgusted.
They deserve to be locked up.
If you, as a listener... are not flushing the toilet for the next person to be comfortable going into the restroom.
Not even just, like, flushing the toilet, just, like, making the stall, like presentable for the next person, you know? Like, don't pee all over the floor.
Exactly.
Aim. If you're a girl and you have to, like, hover over the toilet because you're a pussy, like, I don't know, like, clean up. Like, clean up after yourself. Have... some, like, decency. Don't just, like, go in there and, like, shit on the floor and, like, expect, yeah, it's fine.
Bring some potpourri, for heaven's sake. Gosh. Not poopery.
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't know. And everyone poops. That's not the problem I have. But, like, I don't want to know about it.
This is kind of, like, a weird way to open up the episode, but...
Yeah, you went right into it. You're like, hey guys, so I walked into a real disgusting bathroom the other day. I was like, oh.
The other day, that's every day for me. No.
Yeah.
But I know I want to touch on this before we actually get into the actual episode topics and whatnot. But I know guys have urinals.
Yeah.
I think they're close to one of the nastiest things ever. Like, who invented the urinal? Why did they invent it? Because
I agree.
what's wrong with the toilet that you can't use that?
I agree. Like, why do guys need a special, like, appliance?
Right, and then, like...
To pee in.
And, like, you can stand up and use the toilet. You do it at home anyway. Like, what's the... Like... And the funny thing is that urinals are mainly in a public place. Like, where your free willy is just, like...
Yeah, for, like, other dudes to just, like, take a peek at. Like, hello. I mean, hey, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But, like, if I was a boy, I would not... I don't know. Like, I would not appreciate that.
I get crap a lot of the time where... no pun intended.
Ew.
I get crap a lot of the time. Not a lot of the time, but sometimes where people will notice me go to the restroom and skip the urinal. And I'm just like... First of all, I want to feel at most comfort. Like I want to use a private place to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Some people are pee shy. I'm not necessarily pee shy, but...
Oh, I'm not. I go in there. I don't care who's in there. I'm doing what I gotta do. Like, you don't want to be part of it? I'm sorry.
But it's like, I tell everyone that I don't use urinals. I go straight to the stall.
Like a lot of guys don't use urinals.
I close the door, and I like to feel like... I would like to feel like I'm at home, like in the privacy of my own home, but I know that's not the case. But I like closing that door, having that own little secluded space makes me feel most at home. Business. Yeah, I'm not into like peeping toms.
See, that would be like in the women's restroom, if there were just like toilets, no stalls, nothing, just toilets lined up against a wall, and like women were like sitting there, like like to me, it's like why do we get private stalls and you guys are like forced to use a urinal, you know? Like, imagine if it was flipped, like the chaos that would ensue. Oh, do you guys like try to like talk to you ever if you have to use a urinal, and like is anyone ever like, hey, how's it going? Like,
if that's ever happened to me, I can't think of it at the time.
I feel like that'd be so weird.
I would hate my life, and I would get out of there as quickly as possible.
I mean, like, in the women's room, I don't know. I feel like maybe women are a little more, like, comfortable with other women. And, like, if a chick needs some toilet paper and she's like, hey, I'm out over here. I'm like, I got you, you know, let's do this. You need some toilet paper? I got you. But, like, I don't know. I'm not trying to go in there and, like, you know, make friends.
Exactly. How'd you guys meet?
Although, like, at the bar is a different story.
Right. Like, how'd you guys meet?
All the girls are doing each other's makeup, like,
bathroom talk.
Yeah.
Well, I was in the bathroom. She was in the stall next to me. We just kind of hit it off.
All like crowded around like the mirror, like touching up our makeup.
Oh,
shit talking. All those.
Welcome to episode 55.
$55.
55? Yeah. 55?
Yeah, I mean, what? there's like a really really old video, I think from like E-Bombs World, like that, like way back in the day. E-Bombs World.
What's E-Bombs World?
Oh, what? Okay. It's like before YouTube. Before YouTube, that was YouTube. And it had like fun games, and it had, I think, like one of the very very first like viral videos was on there, and it's a video, I don't even remember what it was about.
I didn't even know there was a before YouTube. So there, okay, yeah. So basically there's BYT and AYT.
BYT,
like BC and AAD. Before Christ.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I didn't even know there was a BYT and AYT, whatever.
Yeah, there is.
Wow. So
YouTube didn't get going until like...
Is it still up and running?
Ooh, probably? Yeah, probably. Here, you want to see?
Spell this out for me.
Oh, okay. It's EBAUMS, eBombs World. Here, I'm Googling it right now. eBombs World, yeah. It's still up.
Shut
It sure is.
It's not obviously not big as YouTube itself.
Well, no. I think once YouTube got going, it like died off. Yeah, it's like funny videos and...
So it's technically the MySpace, and YouTube is Facebook.
I think so. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's, this is all pretty stupid now. It's like, I don't know, like memes and like, it's stupid now. It's really stupid. But like back in the day, that was like some funny stuff. It was, you remember, I think it was called like The End of the World, and it was... you know that video.
And the narrator was like, Australia was like, WTF, mate.
Yeah, that's where that video was from. eBombs World.
I totally thought it was from YouTube. Like,
no. I think that's where that video like originated. And there's like a bunch of other really funny ones that I just can't think of at the moment, but...
Well, anyway. To add on top of me being thoroughly disgusted, I'm thoroughly upset.
And you must have missed out.
I did.
Me and my friends were just like... That's what we do. We'd hang out, get on eBombs World, watch stupid videos, and eat snacks.
Eat snacks.
Get all messed up on sugar.
Oh my god, I'm baffled. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, you blew it. You missed it. Sorry.
I'm going to contact some of my old high school people, and I'm going to be like, "Did you guys know about eBombs World?"
And they're all going to be like, yeah, we did.
You see, I wouldn't be surprised either, because I was always the last one to know anything.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this past week, I don't know what made me think of it, but I was thinking of elementary school, specifically gym class, specifically kindergarten gym class.
We didn't have gym until first grade. Y'all were spoiled. Got your little gym class in kindergarten. I remember sitting in kindergarten being like, this is bullshit. Why are we watching all these first graders going to the gym and we don't get gym? But did you have all day kindergarten though, or were you like AM, PM?
Oh boy, I forget. I know I was an aunt.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, so we had... You never had that split up, I guess, between the AM and PM. The way she's looking at me now.
AM or PM. You're like, I was an aunt. So
I'm thinking...
What the hell are you talking about? Okay, go on.
If I'm thinking right, I don't know if they maybe switched off or not, but I think the ants went in the AM and the beavers went in the PM.
Oh, okay. That's all you had to say. Okay. Yeah. So you were in AM kindergarten and you still got gym? I was a PM.
I think so. I really don't know. I know there was AM and PM classes some days, but I swear I remember being there all day.
Probably felt like all day because you were just a little baby.
True.
Going to school for the first time, all grown up.
Yeah, I really don't know.
I remember almost everything about kindergarten. I remember my teacher, her name was Mrs. Richards, and I remember in the first week of kindergarten, I snuck a Beanie Baby to school, and that same day we colored with chalk, and I put my chalk drawing in my backpack with my Beanie Baby, and I got home and my Beanie Baby was covered in chalk. And I was very upset with myself. I swore I would never take another Beanie Baby to school ever again. What'd I do? The next week, Beanie Baby's back in my backpack.
Oh my
We're getting wild again.
Well, I remember my kindergarten teacher. Her name was Mrs. Wittes.
That'd be a hard word for a kindergartner to say. Mrs. Wittes. Mrs. Wittes.
She was very, very kind. I want to say dramatic at times because
you have to be, you know.
I specifically remember gasping at something.
Oh, like what I just said.
Well, like something happened. I was just like, it's like being like a.
Maybe you were just dramatic.
Probably. But I gasped at something, and she was just like, "What, Thomas?" I was just this something happened, and she was like, oh, I thought you hurt yourself or something.